Hey guys, good morning. I'm really sick and I'm staying home today from work. I stayed home from work yesterday and today's another day. I'm in my pajamas and I'm just hanging out on the couch. I started watching like YouTubers do some like vlogging videos, just every day in the life. And I find it interesting how we we're craving, at least I am, a little bit more natural and authentic content and everyday people's lives, and kind of like feeling like you have kind of a friend through the TV, just in a different way. And I think I like the fact that I was exploring with that in my own YouTube videos. So I think I'm going to continue doing that. I mean, obviously, vlogging on a sick day is just not the best, but yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock. I still wake up at like six something, 6:30, 6:45. Although yesterday I kind of slept through until like seven, but that's rare, even on a sick day. So I'm gonna take you with me a little bit this morning, what I plan to do today, because even though I'm sick and I feel like bleh, I feel like crap, I can't just I just can't stay in bed or stay on the sofa all day. I do have something always going on in the background on TV. Usually it's some type of video game. Right now I'm watching John Wolf's um replaying of Code Veronica X, the Resident Evil game. Now, you may or may not know anything about video games, but he's replaying some old games from the 90s to 2000s, leading up to a new game coming up. So anyway, I enjoy watching horror. For me, it's cozy, but I am going to do other things today. So I have here, I'm going to show you down my stickers. Can you see? I'm not choosing to change the camera. Here's my little sticker book. I'm working on that. Actually, these are just loose stickers. Um, I have here a notebook where I record my ideas, like for YouTube, my list of things to do, my list of vacation to dos that I need to do for the summer for my trip to France. I've got my Murdoku, which is just like my no phone analog time. And I'm studying French. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with it, even if I don't speak it every day, because I learned it in high school and I really loved it. Let's see, what do I have in here? I don't have anything except for some bills. Okay. And then I also, this is my little nail box. So I'll just show you because this is fun. I do my own nails. I tried going to the salon here and there. I found it very, very expensive. And unless I do gel, my nails will chip the next day. So I'm like, let me just do it myself. So I have all these different colors. And I actually started to find it therapeutic. So I've got this like cuticle balm here. This is a liquid I put on my cuticles to then cut it away. Um, and yeah, I have, sometimes I play around with the press-on nails, but I'm not doing these for a while. They're actually more annoying than I think, so I'm not buying them anymore. I'm just gonna stick to my just nail polish and like that's it. And just do my own nails. This I do while watching a movie, watching a show. Like once a week I'll do my nails, and then I'll do touch-ups maybe once or so, once or twice a week. I don't mind it. Some people hate doing this. For me, I find it very relaxing, and I look forward to a night when there's like a Devils game, or when we're watching a Star Trek or a movie, so that I can just sit here and do my nails. So yeah, let's go to the kitchen because I'm gonna make some coffee, and I may or may not be able to get to some laundry. I got laundry here, got some books there, um, and I have another laundry basket right there. So I did cook yesterday. I tried to vlog it into a short. I don't know if it was successful or not, but I cooked throughout the day in spurts. And, you know, it's kind of hard because when you're tired, I'm going to put you down right here. Oh, when you're tired, you're tired. So anyway, let me get some water to heat up. I'm going to show you what I do. Actually, I'm going to use my espresso kettle. So I use this to make coffee in the morning. Some people buy a huge machine, spent like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, make it this big ritual to do. I don't have time for that. I don't care to find time for that. You know, like I care to find time for my nails. I don't care to find time for, you know, spending a ton of money to make coffee in the morning. So this is, I've had this for years. In fact, this is my second one. So let me just take this out. So yeah, today, I had Joe go and buy some stuff at the supermarket. Whenever I don't feel like going or I don't feel like spending the money, I say, Joe, can I send you to the store, please? And I give him a nice fat list. I'm trying to cover myself up a little bit here, but anyway. So to make the coffee, I have my beans and I have a grinder. So let me see. Let me just get a spoon. Yeah, so I made a beef soup which came out very good, except I needed a lot of salt. And I use this like Vegeta type of seasoning that I got from Hungry. It's not called Vegeta, but it's similar. It's in that vein. All right, so I put some beans in there. I'm using these like beans from Puerto Rico. I think they're Jacono Select. Speaking of Puerto Rico, I'm going in the beginning of March and I'm so excited. Okay, it's gonna be loud. Actually, let me just separate it over here. Yeah, so I'm going to Puerto Rico and I'm very excited to get out of this awful weather. So I just tap it along to make sure all the grounds come out, and there they are. And then I just take a spoon and I put it in there. So I filled it up to this little knob. This is kind of, I guess, European style. I don't know. This is how we make coffee in Puerto Rico. You know, we just use an espresso machine. Cafeterita. Una cafetera, right? So this, I've seen it in Italian videos as well. So this is common, I guess, through parts of Europe as well to use this. So that's it. It's ready, and I'm just gonna go heat it up, and I'm gonna wait for it to bubble, and we'll have some coffee. So I'm gonna make room. Yeah, I have to clean all my pots. Like I cook, and then I don't clean the pots until later or the next day. So yeah, that's that. You see, I got it going, and I'm gonna wait for it to bubble up. Let's see, I'm gonna see if I show you. Yeah, here it is. So I have here my meat sauce, and I got two of my soups. Here, these are my Zepbound shots. I finally started getting on them. Oh, I have some lamb here and leftover Shake Shack. I don't even, oh, this is meat sauce. I'm going to make into cabbage rolls. Yeah, I started taking the shot again. I just had to renew my prescription. I had taken about a month or so off because I was trying to save the money in December. And I'm already at the weight that I want to be. I don't really want to be losing any more weight. So I'm very like cognizant of when I take it. So yeah, I do have to see my doctor this week. I have an appointment, but I'm gonna cancel it because I am so sick. I'm so sick, and also on Thursdays I run a club, and I don't want to skip out on the club because I want to be able to put in for the money for that club. I'm not taking. I took off yesterday. I missed the club. Tomorrow I'm gonna go in, and I should have a club tomorrow. But this kid's been canceling the last couple of weeks, so that hasn't been happening, which is fine. Like, yeah, it is. It was a bonus to begin with, so I'm not even complaining. And then Thursday I have a club for sure. Then Friday I don't. But Friday, Joe and I are going to a sumo wrestling event. I was very excited. Um, we were talking about sumo wrestling in January one day, and then just miraculously the next day, they were like these tickets for this world tour of sumo wrestling. These are kind of retired sumo wrestlers, so they're not, I don't think they're active. They're kind of like teaching or training. Anyway, so it's called Sushi and Sumo. Although we're not doing the sushi part, we're just doing the sumo part. I think there's so many good sushi restaurants um, that we can find that we don't need to get the overpriced sushi that would be there. So we're just gonna go and get some sushi. Let's just see how we feel because right now, like, we're both really sick, and actually, Joe feels much worse than I do. He's, I think, in worse condition. When we get sick, like he gets hit harder every single time, and he says it's because men have more aggressive immune systems that like act very strongly. I don't know. It's a funny thought. I'm just glad I'm at my age. I'm still like going strong with my constitution. I have a very strong constitution. I learned that word. D&D helped me use that word, and hopefully I'm using it correctly. I can like take hits pretty well. So like this sickness is not, I mean, it's keeping me home, and I'm tired and I'm resting for the most part, but um I can tell it's not as bad as Joe will sleep now. It's 8 o'clock now. He's gonna sleep easily till like 10:15, and only get up because he has to walk the dog because I'm not walking the dog. I'll do everything else in the house. I don't want to walk the dog. So I'm gonna cook, I'll clean, I'll do my laundry, I'll fix things up. Sick or not sick, but I'm not, unless I absolutely have to. I'm not. If I was okay and Joe was sick, obviously I'd walk the dog. But since we're both sick, he'll walk the dog. But then he gets to rest all day, so it's okay. He'll be fine. I made soup for him. I got him some medicines and stuff. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do today. Oh, and also I have some tests I'm gonna be grading for my students. So I do have exams to grade, and I really should do that. I think I'm gonna do that today because I don't want to come back to school and then like have a ton of stuff to do. What's nice is that after this week on Friday, we have a whole week off. Winter break is next week. And I can hear the coffee. And I signed up to do some tutoring. I got an email yesterday. Thank goodness I was watching my emails that they're going to offer tutoring for 3.5 hours, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. And I immediately signed up for it. Can you hear it? I immediately signed up for it so that I can make the money, right? So every time I tutor at school, this is my second side hustle, um, or my third side hustle. Gosh, I have so many. I mean, it's all lumped under, working extra hours at school, but I do a bunch of different things. So this side tutoring is kind of like the third thing I do. And it's definitely not consistent. It comes up a couple of times a year for a certain period of time, and then it goes away. The clubs are a weekly side hustle that I do. Like I stay after school on those days consistently to help the students, run a club. I mean, I don't run it myself. It's student led, but I'm there to support, to get things that they need, and of course, to take attendance, make sure they don't kill themselves in the room, babysitter job, and I get paid to babysit essentially. And so yeah, so that's my other one. And then my first one is the fact that I got this sixth period class that I get to teach because somebody retired unexpectedly and they needed a teacher. So I get paid extra for that as well. So a lot going on, a lot of good money is going to be coming in, which is great because like I said, I determined to do this trip to France this summer. I, you know, I'm older in my life and I want to make sure that I can travel while I still have the ability to. I still have the energy. I'm still young and healthy. Um, and it feels like an adventure. And I want that in my life. I want that for my life. So I'm going to prioritize making room for that financially. And so everything else can go off to the side. I, I'm very careful about what I spend in other things because I know that that's where my money is going to really go. Because I also have to pay Sophia's tuition, so my money is like taken up into two different categories. So, oh my God, I don't even think I showed you. I poured my coffee, and then I just added some milk. That's it. And the coffee's really good. What matters is the beans. If you get good quality beans that you like from a brand that you like, I would say invest in the beans as opposed to the machine. These are good beans. Like, I really, really like them. And yeah, I don't even need sugar. I just enjoy it. So yeah, I am looking to put some money every month towards my trip to France so I can pay for it slowly. I'm going there for like a solid 15 days. So it's gonna cost some money to stay places. Now, the biggest expense is gonna come from booking these spots and booking these places to go to. My day to day is not gonna be expensive because I'm planning to be very frugal about the food. I'm gonna go to the market, pick up breads, cheeses, things that I can keep in the fridge or that I can keep in my in B&B room, especially in Bordeaux. Like I only plan to eat out maybe for dinner, and I want to go to a very local place. Like I want to be like a local. So I don't want to do or go to the touristy shops that are very expensive and overpriced. And I just, I want to go to the bakeries after 5 p.m. and get the free bread. Like I know all the hacks. I'll go to the supermarket and pick up some of the little hams if the market's not open. Go to the supermarket, get a couple of items, little hams, fruit, things like that. Bread at the boulangerie in the morning. Have my chocolate and my croissant at a cafe and just people watch. Just sit there and people watch. And then spend the day walking around, looking at the buildings, seeing the sights, then sitting in a park with my to-go lunch that I made from home, like the bread and the ham and some cheese. Maybe buy a little thing of wine. Wine is super cheap there. It would cost me like $4 for a glass of wine in a bottle. And I can just eat that and drink it in the park, rest, and read my book, do my activities. I'm just doing everything. I'm just doing it in France. So, and then dinner, dinner I would eat somewhere local. I got to do some research as to what are the very local, out of the way spots. I think it'll be easier to find in Bordeaux, and that's it. Just like walk around and see things and just be in the moment. Like that's what I want to do. I want to be in the moment. I don't know how else to explain it other than to use those words. So that's really not going to be that expensive. If I buy something, it's going to be at the thrift shop, local little vintage store, and get like a shirt if I need it or whatever. I'm not planning to take a lot of clothes. I don't plan to take a lot of things, period, because if I actually need something, I'll just buy it there and I'll bring it home and it'll be my memory. Um, yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how that works out. I hope to take you along with me, at least for some of it. And I'm not going to book anything for the rest of the year after that. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to work on what I'm going to do next year during my birthday because I want to go somewhere warm in the middle of the winter. I am determined. I talked about this. And I also have to save money for Sophia's tuition, which is why I don't prioritize the fashion, the handbags. I buy the clothes on sale. I look for like great winter sales, especially for Massimo Dutti. I do need to show you guys um some new pants I bought because the pants I have, a lot of the pants I'm wearing are just not fitting anymore. And even if I tailor it, like the fit is off. It just doesn't look right because it is like four sizes too big. Like it's not one size too big where you can kind of, fit it. It's like four sizes too big that I've already tailored and taken in a million times. And I'm thinking like it's done. So I got two new pants from Massimo Dutti, and one of them is a stripes plant, black and white, and it was just $25. Like, and I'm looking for like the really good deals. I got a skirt for $50. I had a dress for $50. Like I bought five, six pieces of no, I bought five pieces of clothing for about $200 from Massimo Dutti. Like quality clothes. It's not polyester. This is cotton and wool and very nicely designed. So I'm very cognizant of the type of clothes I'm buying, but I'm also cognizant of the price I'm paying because I know you don't have to spend a lot of money to get good clothes. I know. I could also go to Beacon's Closet in Brooklyn. I bought some really, really, really good clothes there. And so I no longer want to spend a lot of money on clothes. And so I'm hoping that even in France I can get some clothes and just, get rid of the stuff that no longer fits me or, you know, worn out beyond repair. Like with all the washing, also, some of the clothing has, the pants specifically. So that's why I focus on pants. But yeah, um, wow, I'm really talking a lot. So I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I saw a beautiful knit from Fabrique. It was $200, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I already bought enough clothes. I have enough clothes. I'm good. I have a closet, a small closet. I mean, it's a good closet. It's a walk-in closet with shelves, but I'm only using a short pole to hang my clothes. And I have a drawer, and I'm only gonna have the amount of clothes that fit there, and that's it. So I'm very happy with my clothing, and I feel like I'm really good at styling it, and I do a lot of experimentation. Um, I'm learning my style, and I'm learning how to combine the things I have in a great way, and I'm very happy with my wardrobe. Like I have zero complaints about the clothes. I don't have any gaps, anything like that. I'm just switching out pants that are worn out from washing and from being four sizes too big. And so, or there's one that's just an ugly blush color that I've dealt with for like 12 years because I didn't want to buy new pants. I just figured out how to wear them, even though I didn't like them. So, yeah. Yeah, I was there. I was very living in extremely frugally. So I didn't really have a choice but to wear pants I didn't like and just figure out a way around them. And I did. but not happily. So I think I'm gonna be done with them. And also they're size 10 and I'm a size 4 now, 4 to 6. So, like again, this is what I'm talking about. I even have a pair of really nice green Gap jeans that I bought that are a size 12, and I've been trying to make them work, but you would really have to reconfigure the entire pant because a whole bulge on the bottom is just, I don't know. At this point, I also bought them on super clearance, which is why they were way too big for me at the time. And then I grew into them. I did gain a lot of weight, but um, yeah, they were on clearance for $40. Like, so it's okay. I don't want to spend more money tailoring them than I did buying them. If they don't fit right, like if just they don't just fit right, they don't fit right. They're really good quality. Maybe I'll just try them again, but if not, I'll give them away to Beacon's Closet. So Beacon's Closet is like a sort of a consignment for clothes. I don't know. They take your clothes, they'll buy them from you. They'll buy them from you, the clothes that they want. So you bring them a bunch of clothes. They have to be good quality clothes. They're not going to take Shein. They're not going to take, the, Old Navy stuff, anything like that. They have actually a list of brands that they tell you in advance that they will not take no matter what. So they're very picky, very choosy about what they take in. They'll buy it from you, or you can use it as store credit and then you can buy the clothing at their store, which is really good stuff. Like the flip side is that the things that they sell is really high quality. They really curate their items and it's still super cheap. The rest, if they don't want it, they'll give it to Goodwill or they give it to another shop or whatever. So you can still take your stuff there to donate, but they won't buy it from you. Anyway, yeah, I found that if I want to go shopping, I think I'm just gonna go there and see what's what. Same thing with the bags. So yeah, I got some bags in January. I have bought nothing in February, and the plan is to not buy anything. So my bag budget went from 300 to zero every month, and my clothing is now at zero. I spent my shopping items. I did allow myself um, $400 to $500 because I knew there was going to be a winter sale, so I didn't want to stock up on any items. I didn't buy any sweaters. I don't need any more sweaters, right? So what I needed were pants, and I did get some shoes from Gate. I wanted some really cute Gucci inspired loafers, the Chanel loafers, and some Chanel ballerina flats. So I did go for that, and those came out. Oops, I have an alarm. Those came out to, let's see, with the bathing suit, I think that was 200 and something dollars. So I bought 3 pairs of shoes. The Chanel loafers were expensive. I wanted to get good quality ones because the Gucci slides are just slides and they don't need to fit well in the back. But the ballerina flats do. I already have a pair of ballerina flats and they're very uncomfortable, so I expect these to be very uncomfortable. I've tried on the real ones at the store to see how I like it before I bought the inspo ones, and they were very uncomfortable. So I'm like, okay, I'd rather be uncomfortable and spend $40 and be uncomfortable and have spent 1200. Same difference. And so I'm really excited to see those shoes come in and see how they fit. So far, I've been very lucky with shoes that I bought, and I like the style, and I'm having fun with it. I don't take it very seriously, which is why I'm not going to spend thousands. And that's a vacation right there. If I wanted to buy the Chanel loafers, the Gucci slippers, and ballerina flats, I just spent a total of just under $200 on all of this. I'm not including the bathing suit. That's what took it to 200 and something. But 3 items, I would have spent, that's my trip to Puerto Rico, flight and hotel, in the 3 shoes that I'm just gonna be dirtying up on the floor. Like, like I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on something that's gonna get dirty, scuffed. I work in a school, I'm gonna get my shoes stepped on. It's gonna be scuffed up. It's not a dainty place. I'm not gonna spend that kind of money. Like I'm not gonna do it. No one can shame me into anything. It's just not happening. And yeah, there I think it's a scam anyway to spend $1,200 on some slippers. It's just a scam, period. It's just rotten. It's rotten. So I'm not participating in it. So I'm just gonna do it on the side and I'm gonna see how those shoes turn out with my new clothes. I'm very excited. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my coffee. And I'm not getting dressed today, so there's no look of the day. I mean, well, I might put in some sweatpants and stuff to go to laundry. I'm not gonna go in my pajamas. But yeah, I'm just gonna hang out in my living room and relax. Cook a little bit more today, maybe fix up some things in the kitchen. And yeah, that's it. So anyway, thanks for being with me. I know I ramble and talk a lot, but some people just want a talking video and just someone to chat with. So I'm here. I'm here for it. If you like it, great. I hope you subscribe. I hope you stay with me throughout my journey in life, and my diary for my daughter. This is not my business. This is not my side hustle. I'm doing this as a recording of my life for my child and for anyone else who's interested. And it's my hobby. I'm doing this for fun. So, cheers and have a great day. I'm going to put this down and talk to you next time. Bye.